everyone. How are we all? It's hello from me in grey Hampshire this morning. Apparently there was supposed to be sunshine, but it hasn't made an appearance yet. I'm hoping so later. Hope you're all well. Hope you haven't been got with any April Fools this mornings yet. I promise you nothing in this is an April Fool's. Everything that I'm about to tell you, probably everyone says that today, but I do assure you that everything is real. There are no April Fools in this presentation for you this morning. We're just going to go through, as we do every month, everything that's going on with Crystal. So whether that's policies, promotions, new itineraries. We have got a lot to talk about today. So I will try and not keep you for too long, but I do want to get as much in as I can, so you're really bang up to date with everything that's going on. I'm joined this morning in the chat by Megan. So everyone, or hopefully all of you know Megs. She's our business development executive. So she's joining me in the chat. So if you've got any questions as I go along, please do just put those in the chat box, and Megan can help you. We do also have a handout for one of the slides that I'll be talking about. So Megs will put that in the chat box as well, and you can download that. So that's for some of our new itineraries. So we've got most people that had registered, so I'm going to start. We do record these as well, so if you want to share them with your colleagues, or you started late or whatever, you can view those. We'll send it round on an email. It'll also be on our social, and they're all on our YouTube channel as well. So you just go to YouTube and search the cruise portfolio. So let's start. We'll start with our news and promotion updates. So what everyone wants to know at the moment is when you're starting to sail again. So good news is we are starting to sail again in July with Crystal Serenity. So she has just launched new itineraries for July through to October this year, which I will go through a little bit later on in the presentation. But that's the really good news. We are getting back in the water. Crystal Serenity will be sailing from the 3rd of July. Crystal River Cruises, we are currently cancelled through until the end of May this year. Crystal Symphony, we're cancelled through until the end of June, and Crystalist Free, so that's Crystal Yacht Cruises, is cancelled through until the 1st of August. So these, as you know, can change. That's the current plan. If you do want up to the date changes for our itineraries, you just go to crystalcruises.com or .co.uk/advisory alerts. You'll get the up-to-date voyage cancellations. The other good news is Crystal Endeavour is on track to launch this summer, and I've got a really good video to show you later on. But she is on track, and we cannot wait to welcome her to the fleet. She's going to be fantastic. So as I said, if you need up-to-date information on when we're on pause to, just go to the website, and there's a banner at the top, and you can click on that. We have also updated our Crystal Clean protocols. So we're on version 4.1 now. So the latest, so when version 4 came out, that was the announcement that we will be requiring vaccines for all guests to sail on board Crystal. 4.1 just adds a little extra layer onto that, and also some information regarding specifically the new Bahamas itineraries on Crystal Serenity, sorry. So just on the vaccines, the vaccines must be accepted by the country that the guests are entering if they require one, and Crystal will accept all verified vaccine documentation. So we're just trying to iron out exactly what that means with Crystal at the moment, and we will update you. But they have said they will accept all verified vaccine documentation. Guests will also still be required to complete a COVID test prior to departure. The timing of that test will be determined by the country that guests are embarking in. So that will be on, obviously, the destination's website, I would imagine, and then also Crystal will be able to advise that as well. In terms of shore excursions, with the Bahamas itineraries, now that we are asking for vaccinations, guests will be able to go ashore independently. So previously we had advised that guests would need to go ashore in a bubble in shore excursions with the ship to ensure that everyone was kept together. But because we are now asking for that vaccine requirement, guests will be able to go ashore in the Bahamas specifically, independently. They will look at other destinations as and when we launch other destinations and when we start sailing again. That's not to say that this will be a rule that that goes out across all itineraries. They'll look at it on a case by case basis. But for the Bahamas, if you've got anybody looking maybe a little bit later on in the season, September, October time, they will be able to go ashore independently because of that vaccine. They will also be providing shuttle buses on the Bahamas Escapes voyages specifically as well. They may not be able to offer those in other destinations, like with the going ashore independently. They'll look at that on a case-by-case basis as we launch other itineraries. But for all the details on that, for Crystal Clean Plus, the protocols, all the full protocols, you just go to crystalcruises.co.uk/health and safety hub. Again, if you just go to the homepage, there's a banner at the top. You can click on that, and then you can look at all of the policies and protocols in detail. Crystal Confidence 3.0. So this applies to all sailings through until December this year. Excuse me. So this offers relaxed cancellation terms and a final payment date of 60 days prior to the first day of service. So they're slightly relaxed conditions for cruises specifically for this year. So again, all of that is on the website as well. It's a reduced deposit of 15%, usually 25%, and then a reduced cancellation schedule as well for those cruises this year, just to give guests a little bit more confidence in booking in case anything changes. Great news came a couple of weeks ago, and hopefully you saw it on our emails. Crystal Mozart, our beautiful inaugural river ship, will be rejoining the fleet in 2022. So she'll come back in March 22. She's affectionately known as Queen of the Danube, and if any of you have seen her, whether that be as Crystal Mozart or in her previous life, she's a double width river ship. So she's a really special ship down on the Danube. She will be offering 7-night Danube Dreams and Discoveries sailings round trip from Vienna, and that starts on the 28th of March. So she'll have overnights in Budapest and Vienna, and she'll also go to Esztergom, Bratislava, Linz, so where you can go to Salzburg, Dürnstein, and the Wachau Valley. In an industry first as well, and this is really exciting, she will offer 38 deluxe window suites dedicated to solo travellers. So those suites will have no solo supplement on them at all. They'll be on every single voyage. And this effectively reduces Mozart's capacity to 120 guests. So that is the highest crew to guest ratio in the European river cruise industry. This is really exciting. So if you've got solo guests and they want to do something a little bit different, they haven't done river cruising before, this is a really great opportunity for them to come on board. So that's 38 suites on every cruise on Mozart with no single supplement. So you can see full details of that on the website. If you want to promote that on your social media, as with anything I talk about, we can provide you with graphics and information. You just need to ask. So Crystal Endeavour, as I said before, I've got a really great video to show you. She took her first sea trial on the 5th of March. So I have a video to show you, which I'm going to show you now, just so you can see her. What a beautiful ship she is, and as you can imagine, such a lift for everybody at Crystal and here in the UK to see her in the water and going through those first sea trials. So she is on track to sail this summer. We're still waiting on itineraries for the launch. Crystal have had to look at those and cancel what was originally planned, purely in terms of getting her there, because of the delays due to COVID, and where she can physically sail this year. So look out for those. As soon as we've got more information on that, we'll send it out. But that video is on YouTube. If you wanted to share that with your guests and get them excited about Crystal Endeavour, that's there. And we do have the file as well. So if you need the actual video file, just let us know. So new itineraries. So we're going to start with the Bahamas. So these were announced a couple of weeks ago. Hopefully you've seen them. Crystal Serenity will be sailing this summer. She'll start on the 3rd of July, and she will be cruising from Nassau or Bimini round trip, on 100% Bahamian itineraries. So fares start from just £1,759 per person. Each guest will receive $125 per person onboard credit to spend. So that's for the first 2 people in the stateroom. We have double Crystal Society savings. So Crystal Society is our past passenger society. So if they've sailed with us before, they'll get double the saving on there. We also have a new to Crystal guest saving as well, that we can add on. Solo traveller fares, they start at just 125% supplement of the twin occupancy fare. And as we spoke about before, we have a reduced deposit of just 15%, as part of the Easy Book promotion. But these are fabulous itineraries. We have lots of social media graphics for you. We have a flyer which Megan has just put in the chat for you to download. If you wanted that with your details on to send out to clients, again, just please let us know and we can do that, and we can send that out to you. But all the details, all the itinerary details are on that flyer. We do have a nice little video that you can use to promote those. But really lovely itineraries, and it's just great to be able to say we're going to be back on the ocean, and we're going to be cruising. More new itineraries. So where we are launching Crystal Mozart back into the fleet in 2022, Mahler has changed her itineraries. So where she was going to be doing some Danube itineraries, Mozart has replaced her on that river. So she's now moving across to the Rhine, the Moselle, in the main. She's doing between 5 and 16 night cruises. She's doing my favourite, and the one that I did many moons ago. Actually, it was only 2 years ago, but it does feel many moons ago. I did the 5-night Rhine and Moselle between Amsterdam and Trier, and it was just beautiful. If you haven't sailed on the Moselle, there are vineyards as far as the eye can see. It's just absolutely stunning. A real hidden gem of the European river market, I think. Not a lot of people will think of it as maybe their first river cruise. They'll think of the Danube or they'll think of the Rhine. But with a 5-nighter, it's the perfect opportunity to just get a feel for river cruising, especially. And yeah, just vineyards, castles. It is just stunning. So for Trier, you fly into Luxembourg, and it's about an hour's transfer, which is included with Crystal from there. You do also have the opportunity to do a day trip there the next day if you're in overnight, which is great. It's beautiful. And then back from Amsterdam, we actually took the train, which was lovely. I don't like flying. This is why I'm in the cruise industry. So for me, coming back from Amsterdam on the train was just brilliant. Thankfully, now you can go straight through to London on the Eurostar. We changed it, but you can now go right the way through. It was really easy and really quite enjoyable. So as well as the 5-night Rhine and Moselle Summer Escapes, we've got 10-night Autumn Splendours of the Rhine and Moselle. That's between Amsterdam and Basel. And we have 14 nights Magnificent Europe sailings between Amsterdam and Budapest. So again, if you want any more information on that, if you want to promote those on social media, do just let us know. Email sales@cruise-portfolio, and one of my team will pick it up, and we can send you whatever you need. Training and resources. So talking about Crystal Mozart, we have just launched 2 virtual ship visits. So hopefully you have all attended one or more of our virtual ship visits last summer. We launched these because we love being on the ship in the summer months. It's a key part of our year, being able to show you the ships, and without that last year felt a bit odd. So we launched our virtual ship visits. So we took you on both of our ocean ships, Crystal Serenity, Crystal Symphony. We took you on board Crystal Bark, and we also took you on board Crystalist free. So now Mozart's coming back. It's been a couple of years. We thought it would be the perfect opportunity to reacquaint you with these beautiful ships. So we have 2 visits happening, and we really hope that you can join us. So the first one is Thursday, the 8th of April, and that's at 3 p.m. And then we also have one the week after, Tuesday, the 13th of April, and that's at 10:30 in the morning. So we've tried to spread them out. Mornings work for some people, afternoons are better for others. So we've tried to look at different times. Hopefully one of those works for you. If you would like to book your place on that, do just email sales@Cruise Portfolio, or if you've seen our email about them, just press the link in the email. There's 2 buttons in there, one for the 8th, one for the 13th. Click on that and you can register. But we really hope you can join us on those. Megan is hosting Thursday the 8th, and Natalie Dorrington is hosting Tuesday the 13th. As I've said all the way through, we have lots of social graphics. So if you want to promote anything, if you want to crystallize your social feed, do just let us know. We have a lot created already. So we have a lot of generic social media graphics. We have tactical ones, so offer-led, with the Bahamas, with Mahler, with Mozart, solos. So if you do need anything, do just shout. We're very happy to send you what we've got, and if we don't have exactly what you need, or you wanted it more personalized, we can do that for you. Please do just let us know. Crystal Endeavour. So we have a digital toolkit for you. So we created this a little while back. You will see it on email sporadically coming through into your inbox. But we've created this with fully linked to all the elements of the Crystal Endeavour experience. So if you have those questions from your clients, or you just wanted to learn a little bit more, it's all there in one email form. So you can meet the expedition leaders, you can look at the ship, you can look at all the gear. That's a big question with expedition. What's included? Do I get the parka? Do I get the warm weather jacket? Do I need boots? Do I need etc., etc.? So that's all in there. If you haven't seen it, it is scheduled to go out again a little later this month. But if you wanted it now, just email us and we can send that out to you. And if there's anything missing on there as well, do just let me know. We have amazing video footage for Crystal. So we have the YouTube channel that has lots on there, everything from destinations to cookery demonstrations to entertainment to little short sizzles about the different experiences. But we also have 360-degree video tours. So if you go onto the website and you go to the fleet section, for every ship, they break it down into dining, suites, and staterooms, entertainment. And each venue on there, if you click onto it, will have, as you can see down on the right hand side, that little on the top right corner, you can see the 360 logo. Every venue that has that, you can take a 360-degree tour of that space. So if you're talking to your guests and, for example, they're asking about dining in waterside, how many tables for 2 do we have? Are there bigger tables? How does the room look? You can go onto the website, you can take them into waterside and say, look, okay, so we've got the bigger tables in the middle, but around the edges and the windows, you can see there's tables for 2. So it's little things like that that people might ask you, and it's much easier to show them visually than it may be to just tell them. So there's pretty much every space on board all the ships. You can do a 360-degree tour. If you have any problems with that, do just let us know. But it's pretty easy to navigate and find that. Home learning. So hopefully all of you have taken our OTT training. We came second as the top second rated cruise course in OTT, announced on Friday, which we're very excited about. So lots of you have been taking that this year, which is great. Thank you very much. If you haven't, do go to crystalcruisestraining.co.uk. There is lots of information on there, as well as the training modules. There's FAQs, there's meet the team, there's downloadable links for our brochures, our incentive, there's links to register to this webinar. So if you haven't taken a look at that, do go to crystalcruisestraining.co.uk. We have a blog, So there is lots on there. So when we are allowed to be out and about and on the ship and meeting all of you, there will be lots of, or there will be lots of blogs about that. Currently, we're looking at the Crystal experience. So our latest one is on the staterooms and suites. So they're mini guides to the Crystal experience. So if you wanted to send those on to your guests, that's a really nice thing. If they're asking, it's quite in depth and it can explain that for you. If you don't get our emails, I have mentioned that we send things out. So if you don't get those, do email sales at Cruise Portfolio and we can sign you up to those. The latest brochures, just to update you quickly on these. So we have now gone digital completely for all brochures. So they are all available to view at crystalcruises.co.uk, and we can send you links as well. Again, we do sporadically send out our digital brochure rack, so they have all the links included in there. You just need to click on the image and you can view the brochure. But we have gone fully digital across all brochures now. We do have a small supply of some if you're really desperate for a file copy, but certainly most of these are just digital only for obvious reasons this year. Our newest brochure is the 2023 Ocean Cruises brochure, so that's the one on the bottom right hand side with the big new arrow on. But we have our 2021 and 2022 Atlas, we have our 2022 World Cruise brochure, and we have our Yacht Cruises River and Endeavour. Coming soon, we will have a new Endeavour brochure. So as I said, they're just working on itineraries at the moment, but we will have a new brochure and that's coming soon. We will also have, coming very soon, 2022 River Cruise Atlas. So that will be the one that includes Mozart and the new Mahler itineraries. So getting in touch, I have said this throughout here, but if you do need to contact us, please do email sales@cruiseportfolio.co.uk. We've taken it to a central point now, so if you use that email address, that comes through to my team in full, so we can put you through to the right person straight away, and just speeds everything up a little bit. So do just email sales@cruiseportfolio.co.uk, and either myself, Megan, Natalie, or Becca will come back to you as soon as we can. And finally, just to say, please do follow us on social and keep up to date with us. We're on Twitter, we're on Facebook, we're on Instagram, YouTube. We have our blogs. Obviously, there's the Crystal versions. There's also us at Cruise Portfolio. So for UK specific information, do follow us. We really love that you engage with us and tell us what you love about Crystal. And then to keep up to date with all the information specifically on COVID and the protocols, if you go to crystalcruises.co.uk/advisory alerts, you can get all the up-to-date information there. And that is it for me. Does anyone have any questions? Happy to answer any. Hopefully that answered most of your questions already and gave you a good overview of everything we've got going on. Fabulous. Okay. Well, if you need anything, email the general sales box, or you can email me, elaine@cruiseportfolio.co.uk, and we'll be very happy to help you with anything that you need: videos, social media, flyers, or just general questions. Okay, well, have a great day, everyone. Enjoy the rest of your Thursday. It's the long weekend this weekend, so have a great Easter. Enjoy it. Hopefully the sun will shine and we'll all be able to meet up with friends and family outside this weekend and not be rained on. Happy Easter, everyone. Thanks again for joining us, and we will see you next month. Thanks, everyone. Bye.